Hello everyone and welcome to A Forbidden Place. This is a short horror game about being trapped in a library. So let's just jump right into this, shall we? This sure as hell isn't my apartment. Somebody's watching. Pretty depressing. Kind of just throws you into it, doesn't give any backstory. Damn. I guess it counts on the fact of you reading the thing beforehand that says that you're trapped in a library with no idea of how you got there. Okay, so there's nothing to... Oh, what's this? Visitors. Yentl Krillman, Mason Thompson, Lionel Hess, Ella Batya, Samuel D. Elliott, Alice Chen, Hans Groenegg, Bernard White, and V. Greetings, visitor. You're more than welcome to sign your name and the date of your visit in this guest book. Once you've done that, we welcome you to explore the library to your heart's content, so long as it isn't after close. Once you've had your fill, please let yourself out. You'll find the key to the front door on one of the desks in the study. In fact, that's in red. Tells me that that might be important. Can I go anywhere else? Can I say my name? I can't see a thing. Who knew it could get this dark out? But you can see plenty. You can see whatever the fuck that is. You can also see that there's a lack of other buildings. For better or for worse. Doesn't look like it's plugged in. Unresponsive. Dead. There's a lot of books. That did move. I'm not crazy, I hope. Welcome message. Greetings, visitor. We'd like to take a moment to tell you about our wonderful library, the Library of Ouroboros. I also don't remember putting anything in my pocket, but I feel something. Press on to open notebook. I will do that in a second here. We'd like to take a moment to tell you about our wonderful library. The Library of Ouroboros is a state-of-the-art facility designed to replicate the rural charm found in many older buildings without the associated risks such buildings are known to accumulate. The building might seem like a strange sight amongst Wall Street's many towering skyscrapers, but we believe this economy will be what sets us apart. Sure as fuck doesn't look like it's in a bunch of skyscrapers in New York. We're glad that you've decided to give us a chance and hope that our stock of books will appeal to you. Obviously, our collection of information isn't so vast as to encapsulate the whole of the internet, but we hope that the charming aesthetic design of our library will help you escape from the hustle and bustle of New York life. If you hear any strange footsteps, don't worry. There may still be construction going on above or below you. From all of us, thanks. Can I look at any other pages? No, I guess not. It said I can... You should really clean this place up. Don't lose the trash. Room 2, this room makes me wish I had someone to vent to. Room 3, I think I'm cracking under the strain. I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a wall. This is a secret path in the dark. Art can be really illuminating. And what's all these strange symbols mean? Am I going to be able to find anything out about that? I'm still fairly certain that book moved a little. You're watching me, aren't you? You follow me, or... You do. Okay. Is there anything else I could look at? Okay. Now I'm wondering how scary is this going to get. Broken. Oh hey, this one's not working. Had me going for a second. Cold to the touch, so it's not been on in a while. Can I crouch? Is there a way to crouch? Okay. Oh wait, is this talking about like how I should clean the place up? That notebook said that. Put that there. Boop. Hello? Doesn't move at all. Feels a little warm to the touch. Huh. Clean up, clean up. I don't think that there's blood on that achievement. Feels like a bad thing. It says not to lose the trash. Am I losing it by putting it in here? Incoming call unknown. Accept or deny.
Hello. Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for. Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed your visit.
Neat. Is that the key I need to exit? Handle turns, but I can't open it. Okay. I'm gonna continue to clean. Can I open this door now?
I left something for you by the place where you arrived.
That's totally not creepy. Well, I'm not done in this area, so I will go over there in a second. Ouroboros, a circular symbol, the snake swallowing its tail, a representation of the endless cycle of death and rebirth, of wholeness, the infinite, and a certain kind of cloy meaninglessness. Never put too much stock in mysticism? But in this place, it's pasted all over the goddamn walls. Tough to avoid that. Last I remember, I was on some occult website, sitting on the farthest end of the internet, past the places that normally dissuade the less curious. Had just a little too much time on my hands. I remember falling asleep. Now I'm here. The recording that said this place is the Library of Ouroboros. Remember reading about that, but not what or where. If you're reading this, keep an eye out. Something isn't right. V. Seems normal enough to me. Just kidding. Weird. Almost all the words are crossed out. The pages are stuck together. I can't open this any further. Welcome message. Peace to you, BTU friend. We're glad you've decided to join us. By its name, the library is open to all people of all sorts of different faiths. With our vast tracts of religious knowledge, modern, old, and otherwise, we're certain you'll find the peace you seek. We've known that you've traveled far to arrive here, so please do rest. Keep an open mind, read to your heart's content, and we'll be sure you're well provided for. One matter of note, we ask you not to linger after closing or to descend too far into the library's bowels. Some of our books are quite old and very sensitive to the engrams of foreign temperatures and moistures. Thank you for understanding. I feel like I can see how that makes sense. So should I go back to the beginning, or should I try seeing if I can't go through this door now? Now that I've... Didn't I print a paper that was on the floor? Let's just go back to the beginning and see what he means. The tick that fills up in blood. The pustule pulses on a dead dog's eye. Like these, your hands shall burst. Like these shall your head shall burst. That doesn't sound very positive. Is it this? Picked up forbidden knowledge. Wait. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Can I go through the store now? The handle turns, but I cannot open it. Ah, so this is going to be one of those situations where at some point I'm going to look at this door and see somebody. This also called the touch? Can I pick up any more trash? I kind of liked that I could do that. That's dark. So I really hope this is going to be a situation where I have to load in and not find a light switch. Okay, it's a load in.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
Too much to be legible. Scribbles. There's not a real word on this page. I can still pick up the trash. Oh. This note is largely obscured by blood. You can only make out a handful of words. Some of the books fell apart in my hands. There were these arcane scribbles. Feels after I throw it away, it's still not quite right. So like something's watching. What gave that away? The cameras? Or, you know, there's something walking around. A pretty shy barricade. Someone must have been desperate. Is that a key? Do I need that? Didn't I have another thing of trash to pick up? There it is. I like that I can pick up the trash. This really makes me wish I had someone to vent to. I bet that's going to be important. I'm going to take... This is technically room number 2 now. I get the feeling that's a decent guess. On the library. Very early into my professorship, a student came to my office one spring afternoon with a stack of papers in her arms. She said she'd been having strange dreams of a place stretching forward and backward into infinity, dreams of hallways spinning into hallways, dreams of being lost in the intricate guts of some gigantic place that could not possibly exist. On the papers were crude sketches. She was no artist, she said, but something about the dreams had left such a vivid impression on her that putting what was in her brain to the page seemed her only option. She was clearly distressed when I gently suggested that she visit the university psychologist rather than the resident ancient history professor. She violently shook her head, asking if I knew anything about something called an Ouroboros library, or perhaps a library of Ouroboros. It wasn't entirely clear. I told her the common knowledge about the symbol, taken from the Egyptians by the Greeks and from the Greeks by the medieval Europeans, a sign and alchemy of death, rebirth, and so forth. The student continued shaking her head all through my explanation until she suddenly cut me off. Those are too old, she said. The place for my dreams is modern. There was electricity, computers, but everything seemed ancient and stank of old dust and damp wood and something else. Please, don't you know of anything in recent times that might have stemmed from that idea? I confess that I hadn't, especially considering the size and the many niches, of the modern world. She left without another word, leaving her drawings behind. Something about the conversation shook me. I looked at the crude drawings made in a shaky hand and saw in the familiar shapes and designs an odd air of ominousness, like looking at the facade of a dark building and hearing the slight scratches of things that shouldn't be, just behind the stones. All very juvenile thoughts, and yet when I went home that evening, I brought the drawings. I couldn't help but want to look more into what we discussed, into that library of Ouroboros. It was largely fruitless. I found many sites and articles on alchemy, the symbol itself, or the public library in Ouroboros County, which was located somewhere in rural Wisconsin, but just as an hour kept past midnight, I found something, a slight snatch of information at the bottom of the rabbit hole series of links. I will not repeat the website's domain, or my steps to arrive there, for fear someone might try to replicate what I did, but I will repeat what I found, because just as that student couldn't get the idea from her head without drawing, I can't think of anything else, waking or sleeping. I hope this will help. The Library of Ouroboros, a kind of waking nightmare, arrived upon by those too curious for their own good. Rich in black secrets, rich in dark ideas lost to time, rich in languages from dead races on other planets. The fortunate die, the truly lucky, or perhaps the most unfortunate of all, become tenders for all time, knowing far more than any living being could ever hope to learn, without becoming a permanent, perpetually screaming stain on the face of space-time forever. So what I'm hearing is, I'm fucked. None have left it unscathed. There are forbidden tomes which prevent you from breathing should you merely touch them, and the tenders are beyond sanity and jealousy keep their terrible secrets. You've searched enough. This is your final warning. That night I slept fitfully, my dreams beset by images of dark, dusty place, eerie for its supposed normalcy. I could almost feel things passing by just beneath the floorboards within the walls watching me. Every exit led into another room, nearly the same as the one before it, and out the windows I only saw black. My dreams have been consistently disturbed since that night, so much so that it's hard for me to teach, so heavily preoccupied in my waking mind. I hope this writing will be enough to put my mind at ease. Last thing. I since tried to find the student who first contacted me to tell her what I've learned. My hope was that I might be able to put her mind at ease, or at least commiserate with her, but I haven't been able to find her. In fact, since the day she visited my office, her roommates haven't seen her, nor has anyone else, and I fear I might be next. So in other words, again, fucked. Yeah, that's just flashing over there. I have a flashlight? I went to press W, but my hand's in the wrong spots on the keyboard. I have a flashlight? Cool. I feel like there's gonna be something in here. Also, was this here? I don't think so. Wait. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable, as per usual. Bernice, but my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. Librarian, I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room, if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Bernice, fine then. If you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. Librarian, I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear how I can stop a human heart without a word? With but a word? Bernice, goodness, that sounds dangerous. Librarian, it most certainly is. Bernice, I wish to hear it. Librarian, then of course you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Librarian, too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case, which the librarian has decided to leave sitting on top of the minister's writing desk. Huh. Is that a toy? It's a dying plant. Can't reach those. Oh. That'll be interesting. Can I open this door now? Not budging. The fuck is that? Was that there when I started? Is it a robot? It's on either side now. I don't like that. Oh no. I'm not that curious, I promise. You could just let me go home. I don't have to die here. I very much can just, go home. That'd be kind of nice. I promise I'm not that curious creature. Does me cleaning help? Are you less likely to kill me for cleaning? The first page said to clean up, so I figured it would be polite. No, don't do that. Oh no. paper is equal parts smudged and illegible. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of scared. The Windows lockpick gives a little push on it. I need some way to remove the padlock. So that's gonna probably be my exit. I can't help but feel as if I stand before the precipice of some terrible reality, left one room only to come right back to it. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room in case the path ahead isn't what I hope it is. If I'm not here anymore, then good news. The path ahead, at least immediately, is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile entities. If they're still here, though, well, I hope they're useful to you. You're going to need all the help you can get. So, V is likely dead. And I'm hellbent on cleaning. Is this where I look through the door and see something? Okay. I kind of imagined that if I did, there would be something there. One more. I think that's all of it then. I don't know how I'm going to be meant to proceed, though. I haven't seen any openable doors nor any ventilation shafts. Can I use the phone? Am I supposed to have a code already? Okay. Picked up forbidden knowledge. First word. There's more than one of these something. There's more than one of these evil librarians. That's what I'm gonna do, because that kind of looks like it's librarians. I don't know what the... Is that what the notes are for? Is to tell me where there's more forbidden knowledge? Someone to vent to. I think I'm cracking under the strange. I've had the strange inclination to walk straight into a wall, so the next one's gonna be right behind a wall, I guess. I don't think I have any other choice aside to go through this room again, over here. Same chair from earlier, isn't it? What use is the screwdriver gonna be? What am I meant to do now? Something about this plant feels wrong. The fact that it's still here? What am I meant to do now? Still a nice painting. Is there like another event I need to find? That I just haven't seen yet? Think there'll be any more creepy robot looking things? Nothing. Not looking any better. Not. Fucking scared me. I don't see any other vents. What am I meant to do? Can the screwdriver be used on this? I just came from here, didn't I? I don't know what it wants from me. Do I have to get the number for this before I can proceed? Is there something else I could read? Left one, leave one room to go back. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in the room in case the path ahead isn't what I hope it is. If there's not any more, if they're not here anymore, then good news. The path ahead, at least immediately, is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile enemies. If you're still here though, I hope they're useful to you. Wait, 0, 2. Wait. 4, 1. 0, 2. 4102. It was just in there. 4102. I thought it was weird that he put the word 2 like that. 4102. 4 1. Picked up a lockpick.
We've given you chances, ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head. We swear it. For the last and final time, go back from whence you came.
I can't. I'd love to. Absolutely would love to. Y'all are the ones that trapped me here. I'm not gonna have to actually pick it myself, am I? Ooh. Oh, whoa. I just went outside. How the hell is this locked if I just came from here? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Something about this room is even worse than the last ones. Before, there might have been an odd feeling in the air, a certain untraceable scent, but at least I felt like somewhere people have been. Here, something's definitely wrong. I can hear something deeper in the room, barely perceptible, crying out in pain. Here goes nothing. Whoa. There's the Ouroboros symbol again. Some more ceiling fans. This is just a giant maze, isn't it? I am going to die. Can I go up this? There's no way I'm in the same library I was in earlier, right? This room is massive. Fucking got that right. I heard something. This is room 3. If I see anything cracked on the wall, I should try to run into it. Because I feel like that's what the paper means. I don't like that. Am I going to have to run from that? I'm a little stressed out. I don't like this. You know what? I'm just gonna go back this way. You know that? Can I move that back? No, that's fine. I'm not gonna have to run from something, am I? Wrong turn. Yeah. Ha ha. Well, I found the wall. There's more than a few of these in librarians. So at least now I know what that sound was. On the failures, word has it that those who pass the librarian's bleak tests are granted knowledge beyond the ken of any other. But you want to know about those who failed. Each fate is as miserable as the next. But, very well. Some few are allowed to retain their sentience but lose all mobility. Their spirits are torn from their bodies, with the latter being cast away. The librarians take these spirits and compress them. That's right, those tomes you've seen lying in this place, those books you've ignored, many of them were once like you, poor fools lost in a foreign place. Then there are the huts, shambling bodies that move without direction through the library's infinite halls, searching for heads that have long since been taken from them. Are their souls still here, locked away in some dark, forgotten keep? Potentially, but they will search fruitlessly forever. And forever. These fates are equally terrible, forever trapped in a place, forever cursed to wander, but there is one worse than both. Especially something failures, those that will attract the library's knowledge but fail in the end are given especially something punishments. Some say that in the library's deepest depths the walls shudder and shake and pulsate with life that should have died long ago, and some say those walls are formed for those promising few who could not prove themselves. Is there any egress from this place in death or otherwise? Perhaps not, but certainly I'll never see it. There's not gonna be a jump scare if I turn around, is there? Thank the gods. Okay. I don't think I can get to the wall anymore. What's that? fuck is this? What is this place? Good fucking question. That just another camera, or is that something bad? There's a hatch here. I'm cracking on the string, I'm just gonna walk straight to a wall. There's a secret path in the dark. I don't want to go anywhere dark. Thank you. I'm not liking this so far as is. Oh god damn it, where the hell is going on? Why am I back here?
Like a beetle in an antline's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
No! I want to go home! Made it to this room and I'm not going any further. Caught a glimpse of him. Bastard that's been talking in my ear. Was wearing a dark cloak so I couldn't see much more than his figure. Shape of his head wasn't human. Makes sense. Can't stop capitalizing his name. Psychosomatic? Or did he do something to me? No, I won't be able to stay here forever. No, he's waiting for me just a little beyond the door on the other side of this room. Looks like I've got a date with this crevice. Anything preferable to what I think he's got in mind for me. If you're reading this, you should probably join me down here. Whatever's ahead won't be pretty. What crevice? Oh. I don't know what this is, but it sure doesn't look safe. See, there's not a save function, is there? But if I jumped in, would I have to restart? Or could I continue from where I left off? Oh, it won't let me go there. Okay. You wouldn't even be here had you not been so damn curious. Only caught a letter from a friend, then you woke up here, yeah? Nothing you did? I know better. You searched for the library at home, actively tried to ensconce by the pull of the black knowledge and forgotten places on the internet. In the dusty canvas of the world, you were looking for something. We both know why. It was all because of that letter. But it isn't just guilt that moves you, is it? It's that hungry feeling, that desperate wish to know all there is before the grave wraps its gnarled hands around your legs and pulls. Though mine has been lost to the ages, I can sense your heart beating. In fact, everything in and around the library can't. Poor stupid bastard. If you recognize what forces you caught the attention of, I think you'd go the way the one before you did. This was left by somebody in here. It's still locked. I wonder if there's anything behind this door. I don't know if I'll ever find the fuck out. Why is it not an option for my character to just leave? That's impossible. I'm sure there was a door here. Yeah, no shit. This looks like a place where something could patrol. He was old as sin, perhaps older, and he had lived alone for a long time. Over his many years he had accumulated much wealth, knowledge, fond memories, but nothing to stop the onset of time. As he walked the dark halls of his mansion, as he paced in the dark, as he worried away his time in his study, time continued along, tearing on his flesh, bending his brittle bones. The hands of the clock peeled his organs away from his body, one by one, until his waning strength finally failed him. He was found slumped in his armchair, surrounded by books bearing unidentifiable sigils, and even they had not saved him. Can I still clean? Is that still something I can do? I don't know where a trash can is, though. Is there a trash can in here? No. It's gone. Is that the trash can? Oh, it is. No. I just accidentally closed it. Never mind, we're back. The fuck? What the fuck is that? Okay. Just, you know what? Just clean, Blue. You were told at one point to clean, so clean. Oh, rude. Said rude, that means you let me fix it. Picked up bear tablet. When adulthood found her, she found herself desiring solitude more and more frequently. Since her youth her home had sat at the edge of the vast forest, which her family had warned her against exploring. But on the night of her 30th, she went alone to finally explore the woods, were equal parts dark and foreboding, with thin, sickly antlers creating almost a fence of wood. As she weaved between them, she arrived at the derelict cabin, yet abandoned for years. Naturally, she entered, her curiosity driving her. It said the marks found on what remains of her body after bore wounds as if made by a bear, though few had seen a corpse so thoroughly savaged by an animal. So, bear and something else. What was the other thing? Was there something in there? Did I read this already? He was 63 when driving alone for the first time. His family had kept him from the world. He said, and it was more than high time he went and learned about what was out there. It was less than an hour before he was lost. He hadn't received his license yet, after all, and there were many winding side streets surrounding the small town he called home. It was on a lightless intersection where he met his fate. A pickup hit his sedan without stopping. As the vehicle spun and rolled into the ditch, the pickup vanished into the night. His head was pulverized by the steering column and turned into a little more than paste. So 16, bear. I can't go back the way I came. Looks like the face of the moon. Okay, wait. Car tablet. Clock tablet. Visual sin. Okay. That's the one I first read. Fire. In her middle age, she had little to do and gained a fascination with the old radio in her attic. It was a relic from her childhood and it had never worked properly. As she waned in the seclusion of her home, a desire to see it working again overtook her. Her curiosity matching her seclusive nature in equal parts, she plumbed knowledge in the dark recesses of her attic, building capacitors and vacuum tubes and twisting metal and wires. In the end, the radio sang, it was more than a radio should have been. Flames sprouted from the speakers, from wires, from the shattered glass tubes. The fire ate up everything it touched. She was reduced to a blackened skeleton. It's horrible. He was only a child, left alone for too long, as children are wont to do. He went off in the high grassy hills above the apartment complex he called home. The tall grass came almost to his chin, tickling his nose when he stepped forward. The freedom normally kept from him was finally his, and it was magical in its way. So deeply enthralled with the hills, the grass, the view of town was he that he did not think to listen for the rustling of grass. Then the snake's fangs sank into his young flesh. They met no resistance. The spy was found days later, huddled in a ball. Pick up snake tablet. Am I gonna have to figure out the order of these? So wait. Okay. So snake would... It's gonna be like an order of age, right? So snake would be first. Abstract art. Snake will be first. Adulthood. 16. oldest sin, so oldest, middle age, so baby, snake, car, fire, whatever was here, clock. Bear. Bear was the other one. Hold on. So, snake. Fuck. Car. Fire. Bear. Clock. Did that do it? No. I think I'm correct on fire, though. Maybe not. Adulthood, I guess, might go. And then fire, then clock? I did it! Okay. My brain doesn't want to work. The safe contains, oh, a lump of blackened flesh. That's not good for me. It's hard to even be surprised anymore. Oh no. Oh, okay, wait. I bet I missed... What? Forbidden.
You've piqued our curiosity. We read your book, discovered that, for a mortal, you're rather unique. The same way that a human might consider a primate, you almost remind us of ourselves. Though, of course, we'd never stoop to your level.
And what level is that? What did I do? Also, I think I missed this. Art can be really illuminating. I have to guess. It's the thingy that probably wants me dead. Okay, hold on. Christ, that thing in the safe, I think I recognized it. Christ, may be safer not to move at all.
Get out! Get out! Can't you find your way out?
No. Dark comes crushing down, it swallows you whole, swallows you whole. Oh god. The lights go dim one by one. I genuinely... Oh, okay. I genuinely don't know how to go home, dude, or I 100% would have by now. I promise this to you.
You should find your way out soon. You won't want to be there when the light fades in fully.
Art can be very illuminating. That was something that was said, right? How is that going to save me? Can I walk into any of the paintings? Is this like... Oh no. I'm gonna die. Gross. Sound effects really necessary? Dude, you know, you could just let me leave at, like, any time, right? Like, you're part of the reason why I'm still here. Time to get the hell out of here. Is that fucking possible at this point? 'Cause I was trying pretty fucking hard. For the key? Yep, taking that. Fuck you. I'm on a ground level now. Am I actually, like, free, though? Or is this, like, I'm stuck in purgatory now or some shit? Nope. Not free. Fuck.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Certainly kept the suspense going. Stay right here. We shall be with you shortly, and once we're there, we'll turn your form into something more palatable. More arms, we think. More legs. The eyes out. Stay right there.
The stairs are the obvious answer. But I want to make sure there's not anything else I can screw with. Eeeeee. Okay, so that wasn't... What? What? What the fuck? So was I meant to fall? So what happens if I fall over here? Does it make a difference? Oh, wow. It's an eyeball? Yeah.
Stop thinking.
5 says to stop thinking.
Can harm. Everything is fine. Nothing. You just
Don't listen to him if you can help it. You and me, we're birds of a feather, I can tell. Better to pull the covers over your head and cover your ears, cause you hear something you don't wanna. Sit down and let the inevitable wash over you. I'd take this fate to turning into one of those husks. Brr, gives me shivers. But if you really are hell-bent on rappelling into the lion's gullet, and I don't say I didn't warn you, I guess you need all the help you can get. Here's what I have to say. Listen carefully. Well, it's not in order, though. Just stop thinking. Can harm. Everything is fine. Nothing can harm. You just stop thinking. Okay, what's the Rolodex good for, though? Was I supposed to go down here first? And I'm therefore missing something? Oh, wow. That's a chunk of floor. Okay. I think going through there will just send me back. Oh, wow. Is that another way to go? Oh, the Rolodex. So I need that and whatever that is. Well, isn't this place a wreck? If I lived someplace as disorganized as here, I think it'd just be a matter of time before I was swallowed up by all the trash. I like the staircases, though. They're a nice touch. You're probably wondering what needs to be down here. I think deep down you already know. Since you are so inclined to play dumb, though, I'll give you a hint. It'd be a lot easier to get around here if you could organize everything somehow. Okay. Can I go up this stairway? No. So I have to go back the way I came. Am I on a time limit? I really hope not. Because if I am, I'm screwed. Okay, think. I need the kind of little board thing and then the wall thingy. Or a bookcase of some sort. What's in here? This is where they're gonna come from? Is this another place I can go? Maybe. You know, I think I may have gone in the wrong place. What's this? Pick up tablet number 1. The first. The second. Those things gonna come to life and kill me. Oh. First. It's an eyeball and it's watching me. The fourth. The third. Joy of the Recluse. On his 5 fingers he lost 2, only 3 remained. Without the first he could have been an animal, with the second he could no longer condemn, and without his final remaining finger his hand would look a little strange. Oh, I'm not good at these kinds of puzzles. The 5th. Yeah, you little bastard, this is what things look like. Here, anyway, I've spent a lot of time in this hellhole, and I'd be willing to bet if you dug up the floorboards anywhere, this is what you'd find. Eyes, pulsating flesh, red guts, blood. That's what I think. I think this is all there is. A place like this, couldn't exist on its own, an empty nothingness. No, if it's going to make up all the space, if it's going to contain so much knowledge that is so far-fetched that something might have changed in its makeup, that it might have come alive. Forget it. I can see you already have your own beliefs, so maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't goddamn matter. This room is a trap. Must be. Those tablets with the notes weren't here earlier. I can't say when, but I think they came for you. Serves you right. I know you're kind. But if it'll help you get the hell out of my room, we'll test it too. Christ, I can see your slack-jawed expression. Fine, I give you not 1, but 2 whole hints. Even a damn fool like you should be able to use them. The librarian would like to give you a hand. The flesh in the safe does not operate like its predecessor. What does that mean? What am I meant to get from that? Does it have to do anything to do with the fucking tablets? Where's the thingy that told me about the numbers? I hate that. Okay, Joy of the Recluse. Of his 5 fingers, he lost 2. Only 3 remained. Without the first, he would have been an animal. Without the second, he could no longer condemn. And without his remaining finger, his arm would look a little strange. This is such a weird game. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 of them then. The way these things are going, it's almost as if something is alive within them. Yeah, probably. Okay, so let me think. So he said something about a hand. Shit. I don't know. It does not matter what spot I put them in, just why is my screen doing that? Just when I put them in. Shit, shit, shit. Okay. He lost. I don't fucking know. I might have to come back to this part. I don't think I can get this. That one to the stairs place. No, that went to the one place I got the little rolling thing. I need to get something from this area, don't I? No, I already got the rolling thing from here. Damn it. These 3 are lit up.
You
Just-
cannot
You just stop thinking can harm. What does that mean?
find everything.
Oh, okay, so
You
just stop thinking can harm.
find nothing. Every find
Shit. Which one was the nothing can harm you?
you
Okay, that's not gonna be correct, is it?
can
So can harm is 4. So 3, 2, 4, 1, 5.
stop.
3, 2, 4,
Can
1,
you
and 5. Is this gonna be correct?
stop thinking?
Played down my life, the librarian knows your body inside and out. He spent all his time searching and eventually he found his goal. There are places even in the digital world where things are not meant for the mortal eyes lurk. He caught only the slightest glimpse of one such place and it was enough. The eyes of the librarian were upon him. From that point forward, that what happened was destined to happen, and worst of all, he would never find the knowledge he sought. Maybe it's better that way. So what happens now? Oh. Kind of figured I'd have to be able to go down this one too, if I can go down the others. Oh, wow. Okay. If this place were mined, it would not be pure. The answer of the path is ahead. The path ahead is embedded in a column of red flesh. So I have to. Oh, that was easy. Anything else in here? Do I need to go through a certain door? Because there's 2 doors. What? There's a phone in there. I'll bet you I meant to try and get to that phone. Nothing legible here. Hey, card holder. Oh, there's a lock on that. Can I do anything with that? It seems pure, but there are cracks, memories of others' misdeeds of evil committed. There are reoccurring themes in each memory, and one that is alone. The numbers will open your path back. So there's 4 rooms. I don't see any numbers. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 4. 3, 1. 8, 4, 3, 1. 8, 4, 3, 1. That's what I'm gonna guess. If it's not it, we'll try again. Nice. See, I can be smart sometimes. You little shit. Like you hadn't done enough already. Now I'm trapped here, damned to repeat this shit like I'm a goddamn tape reporter. If you had an ounce of remorse, you'd dash your brains out on the nearest wall. He was never such good at forming connection with people, and this time wasn't any different. That woman who'd walked into his life spent a night and a half with him and recognized him for what he was, an empty, half-formed piece of sentient scum. Naturally, it took eons from their brief tries than she ever intended. And spent days upon days picking their every second together apart, thinking about what he could have done differently. Not once did he even consider that he should have known in the first place that there just wasn't anything to him. He wasn't person enough for himself, let alone another. So, I was like, can I go through the door then now? Or, oh. Am I back in the first place? Just, I think so. So I handled that area. There's phones. Phones are a reoccurring theme, aren't they? I can, oh, this is slowly opening. Okay. So, I'm gonna go place this down. I think it's over here is where I need to do it. What's that over here? Can I read this? Nope, that's a piece of ground. So now I need to figure out what's going on down this one. I still don't get how this one works. I have a picture taken of the thing. Okay, so obviously it's gonna have to do with numbers. So I know more than the others, but I won't tell you. He spent too much time alone, thinking, and that accelerated his downfall. A terrible thing befell that woman he claimed to have loved. It consumed him, consumed every waking moment, whether or not he had been loved back. The depression lost him his job and his home, turning a sad wreck of a human being into a sadder, hollower thing. His focus, his obsession never strayed. She was gone from his life, and as far as he was concerned, that was all that mattered. Even when a family member took him in and sheltered him, he all but ignored them. So enwrapped with himself was he. Okay. So what now? I need to get the last item thingy, right? Where's the last? Found it. Alright. Oh, wow. I still want to know what's behind that door. So I think I really do just gotta drop this off and then I'm free. Oh, what? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there it is. Right? Is this where I go? Put the last item there and then what? What happens after that? This game is so fucking creepy. I knew you'd come. Very well, I'll speak. He has always inclined towards solitude, not that he had any choice in the matter. In fact, if he had, perhaps solitude would not have been his lot. But he was terrible with words, worse with speaking. It wasn't so much a matter of laughter at his expense, he was merely a curiosity, an ingrown strange thing, vaguely uncomfortable, otherwise without note. There was one exception to this lonely existence. As he aged, he found himself in the position of an archivist, surrounded only by dust, dead things, dead words. Though he had grown used to the solitude, he hated it with a burning, quiet passion. Thus, when a graduate student about his age came to plumb the dry and dead things, he forced himself to strike up conversation with her. To his delight, she returned his words, and for the first time in ages, he felt his heart beat a little faster. Sharp mind, achievement unlocked. I am a little upset that I didn't finish getting all the words things. That's my own fault. That door is going to be open now, isn't it, though? I can't move. Oh, yes, I can. What is that? What? First word. There's more than one of these in the library. No. Second word. Okay, so this would be for a secret ending then, wouldn't it? I can't do that though, because I didn't get all the shit. I'll have to replay this. He was aware enough to be jealous, though she rebuked his advances, she suggested the two of them never see each other again. It was, of course, not enough for him. He would come by daily, nightly. When she locked the door, he would continue to bang on it. When she called the police, he still found ways to watch from afar. Oh, he became a stalker. Until one night, that is, when he watched an unknown foreign shape enter her abode. Though he could only barely make the silhouette out, he could tell it was a man. And that was enough to send him into a rage. The authorities arrived too late on scene to save anyone. Though the fire was contained, the victims died of smoke inhalation. Somehow they hadn't been able to open the front door. The screwdriver keeping it jammed was no longer at the scene of the crime, of course. Oh, wow. So... do I run? Is this where I run? Nope. So he killed her. When I next opened my eyes, I found myself in an empty road in a desolate place. There was a faint, ephemeral quality to everything. It didn't fill me with confidence. I bet I had to have gotten all the shit. I bet I failed. In the back of my head, I felt a thought burn, like a fallen ember from the end of a cigarette. Was I free or still trapped within the library's vast expanse? How could I tell, even if I arrived home and everything was as it had been? How could I tell if the librarian's voice wouldn't just be on the other side of every door of every window forever? I guess it doesn't matter either way. At the end of everything, I never found what I'd come to the library to gain. The rest of my life, I think I'll find myself wondering just what it was that I missed. Perhaps the failure was a blessing, empty as I find myself left. Perhaps there was something even worse waiting for me if I had only looked a little deeper. So did I get a good ending or a bad one? That's the librarian. That's bad, isn't it? You can, like, rush at me. Oh, okay. But I doubt it. What? What? A new form. What? Okay. Does this mean, like, I became the librarian? Is that why I'm, like, at the desk? You know what? Okay, and now we're back here. So, now that we found all the forbidden knowledge, it's not enough, some is not enough, most is not enough, you want more, what is it you want? So you learned a man, this one that you already know. 2, no, that isn't right. I think it means 2 without the 1. Oh. You want but don't merely desire. Your wants are not only a command, but also rhyme with it. So demand. And then there's more of one of these in librarian. More than one of these in librarian. The letter I. Okay. So wait, what does that make? I demand to know. Oh, I demand know. So what happens if I put it in here? Do I type it myself? Did I do it bad? Is it bad that I've done this?
We must say we feared you wouldn't succeed, but you certainly outperformed our wildest expectations. Not only did you respond to the strangeness of your surroundings with calm composure, but you also looked deeper into the abyss and from it tracked out that which so many others have failed to find. We will grant you the knowledge you seek and, what's more, you will join our ranks. Gone will be the petty guilt that has dogged you for so long. Gone will be the drooping flesh, the failing senses, the rotting brain. Now, you will join a coven that will give you true purpose. We should say, this is not a request, not an offer. You will join our ranks. You will become immortal. You will give up your petty humanity. And you will remain here, eternally. Now, we think it's time to welcome you to the library's true depths.
What now? I'm a librarian now. Okay, so that was the other ending. That took me almost half an hour to find all the other forbidden knowledges so I could unlock all of that. That was pretty fun. I think I really enjoyed this game. I'm kind of glad that I didn't include a bunch of jump scares. I kept anticipating that I was going to get a bunch of jump scares. Like, when there was the one thing at the end of the hall, at the end of the room, in the second room, I was pretty certain it was going to rush at me. Same with when we got that long hallway in the last room. I thought it was going to be a situation of it ran at me, but instead it disappeared. So I'm kind of glad that it wasn't just a bunch of cheap jump scares. But it was definitely a very unnerving game. I like that. That was pretty awesome. Anyways, thank you those who tuned in. Hope you have a great rest of the day. And of course, drink some water, you dehydrated bitches.